the next day. Oh look, the goats are out again.
Hey!
Yes, sir.
Oh my gosh, that was a voice.
Yeah, things like that happen every once in a while. It's not actual voice acting, but almost time for me to get going. How about we finish up early? I thought you said you had today. But sure. Epona, get over here. Thank you, lady. I appreciate ya.
Hey!
Alright. Time to get more goats in.
Yeah, they're really making you do this a second time.
Sure are. It is literally Link's job, so it's not necessarily surprising he's got to do it more than once. Like, do you only do your job once?
Yes.
Yeah, but it's been a day. Don't you usually come back for another day of doing it?
Nope. I work at one place, and then I leave, and I'll never come back, and I work at a different place.
Are you Joker from Persona 5?
Of course. I played that game for so long, the difference between fiction and reality is blurred.
That's a different Persona game. Persona 2, I think it is.
I don't know anything about Persona 2, I was just joking that like I've played the game for so long that it's hard to tell the difference between that and reality. Again, joking. For any crazy person out there who's actually worried about what I'm saying.
I'm sure we will say things later on that are much more concerning than not being able to tell the difference between reality and Persona 5. Like, it's hard to believe Persona 5 created jazz.
Can't believe it. Persona 5 invented jazz and Shibuya.
Yeah, it's so weird that World Ends With You ripped off Persona 5.
I mean, I know Persona 5 didn't create jazz, but it's definitely the thing that got me interested in jazzy type music.
I think that's more than fair to say. Man, I used to be a lot better at this. Like, it's taken me almost 2 minutes to take care of these guys. I brought
this
shame to
clock's
my clan.
counting up and not down.
Oh yeah. Yay, we did it. Wait, that was... Are you saying it usually takes 3 minutes to do that? How? I'm confused. Neom. Alright. It is time to get ready to go to Hyrule. I'm sure nothing will stop us from completing this task.
I know at some point you have to be turned into a wolf. I don't know how we get. I don't know what dominoes it takes to get to that point, but I know that's a thing.
Not as many dominoes as you might think, actually. This is the mayor. He's got walrus mustache. So we should get ready. Yep. What?
Oh, so it's actually a mustache. I thought that he had horns actually growing out of his face until it gave me that close up there.
She looks fine, but if she's hurt, we can just take her to the magic fountain. Look how chastised these guys are.
Hey, Link's face is changing.
Yeah.
Immediately like it more than Breath of the Wild Link. I'm serious, like, this is all I needed. Just a little bit of his changes in face, and I would have liked what I was seeing more in Breath of the Wild story, from Link's side at least.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to talk to her about getting my horse back. Can you do something? You're literally the father and mayor. Are you freaking kidding me? I was gone for 5 seconds! You dumb bitch!
You're wrestling goats.
Yeah, essentially it wanted to run, and so I flipped it, and now look how defeated
Looks like it's
it
been
is.
chastised and it's just go to your room.
Yeah, that's essentially what happened. I just flipped it on its ass, and it's like, okay, fine.
Can you miss? What happens if you miss the goat?
You get knocked on your ass, and I don't really remember because I usually solve the problem.
Oh, so you don't have to like go chasing it down or something?
Not as far as I'm aware. Yeah, I'm going to see Ilya.
Just a non-standard game over. You're too lame. You can't possibly have missed that goat, so we just have to end the game here.
Clearly you're not the hero the world needs. Okay.
I'm gonna need you to never make that face again, baby. Stop it.
Well, everything by telling your dad. Dude, the dad is the one with the sword. I just have a stick. No way I'm gonna let you pass. Okay, let me borrow your... If I'd had that sword yesterday, I could have handled it all alone. My brother in Christ, you were captured.
I feel like the monkey's probably got more character growth than this child.
Okay, fine, you dumb shit. This thing, I'll show up. Okay, I'm sure I won't regret being disarmed. What's so fun about swinging something like that around? I mean, you idiot. When I grow up, I'm gonna be just like you. I use a sword. Oh, you mean the horse. Okay, that works at least. I can teach him about that. But like, if you want to be just like Link, using a sword is kind of par for the course. All right, let's go get our horse back.
Wait, what happened to our horse?
The mayor's daughter took her to the magical spring to get healed up because apparently she was hurt. Hey! How did you get in here? Let me in! Came to take Epona back. Forget it. Think about what you've done for a change. Until I change my attitude. Ugh. Oh! Yep, secret passage. Secret tunnel!
He's pissed at you. Your horse is apparently hurt, but it's not. That's...
Yeah.
Secret tunnel through the mountain. Secret,
Just gotta
secret,
awkwardly
secret
shuffle your way
tunnel.
through.
Let's just overclock some of the Persona 5 vent conversations in this.
Alright. We've made it through. Can I have my horse back? That would be great. Hadn't heard the details, but, well, yeah. Why would you just assume I'd hurt the horse? That horse is basically my best friend. Well, again, the horse is my best friend. Yeah, Ilya is that one horse girl that every elementary school has.
I was friends with that girl in elementary school.
At least promise you what? Oh, what happens on a journey? Don't try to do anything out of your... Oh, wow. About that! Just come home safely. That much I think we can accomplish. That doesn't sound terrible.
Let's show this character what happens to the horse in Shadow of the Colossus. That horse goes through some shit.
Oh, and there we go.
I don't understand what you feel like you're getting out of capturing random girl and random boy, but okay. Oh, I didn't know we were playing Kingdom Hearts Recoded.
Those aren't bugs. Ow.
No, but it sort of looks like the way the portals between worlds opened up.
Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it?
To be honest with you, Link, you should have been dead after that. Like, that looks like that should have caved your skull and not just knocked you out.
It helps that that spring actually has healing properties. So that's like knocking someone out in a pool of potion.
Okay, whatever the thing that grabbed him, like, its textures remind me of Upgrade from Ben 10. I don't know if you remember.
I do recall, actually, and yeah.
Oh boy, by the power of triangles, I say you don't get to kill me.
Welcome to Twilight.
Da 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 da. Oh man, Sonic Unleashed all over again.
Yeah.
Ah, Link, that's a good look for you. Festive.
Yeah, so there really weren't as many domino effects as you'd think for turning into a furry.
Yeah, I feel like there should have been a little more to it. I was expecting more reasons for him to turn into a wolf than Sonic in Sonic Unleashed, but I got exactly as many reasons.
Technically there's more. Yes, let's do the save.
No, it looked awful the same to me. It just happened.
Okay, so essentially the reason is rather different. It's because he has plot armor, essentially. Like, the plot armor is why he turned into a wolf. I mean, you said it yourself, by the power of triangles. Yeah, so now I'm...
What, was he supposed to have died instead or something?
Technically he was supposed to turn into a spirit, so kind of.
Oh no, she has one fang, not two.
Oh yeah, Midna speaks in Simlish.
That means she's a tsundere. Ah, Banjo-Kazooie, I see. You humans are obedient to a fault. Yeah, so Midna's a cheeky shit. He has a fang, she must be a tsundere.
Okay, so she is mocking me. Come on, get over
If she
here.
had two, I wouldn't be accusing her of this, but she only has one.
She does kind of give off the energy at times. So I wouldn't necessarily disagree with you.
I'm glad you're enjoying this, weird rat lady.
But why? One image taken. If taken.
Alright. So this is what Wolf-Link usually looks like. He do have Minna on his back. Let's see. Obviously, I can't use a normal door. Because, you know, the lack of thumbs. So... Yep. So if I lock onto things, Minna will help me keep track of them.
This explains why a weird hand comes out of her head in Smash.
Yep. That's her hair. I suppose you could
Oh,
call
so
it...
she's related to Bayonetta then.
Yeah, I was going to say it's kind of equivalent to Bayonetta's hair. Except she doesn't use... She just keeps it in a ponytail. Instead of it being her outfit. Want to see something interesting? Press it. Yep. So, this is what happens to normal people when they go into the Twilight world. They just turn into spirits. They can't really see anything. They're essentially dead.
Is that just what they are in the Twilight world? Like, if you brought them back to the regular world, would they be okay?
Yeah, if you got rid of the Twilight, they'd go back to normal. Someone from the other world? Other spirits?
Ah, so they're not all
Yep.
dead, they're only mostly dead.
Yes!
As we all know, there's a big difference between all dead and mostly dead.
Yep, see? You get it. You get the picture. You understand the assignment. Ah, yes, Twilight Gunk.
That looked kind of hokey. You just sort of appeared on the thing when you didn't look like you made the jump.
Yeah, every once in a while something like that occurs. I think you were supposed to jump from up here onto it, and I was down there. I just managed to lock on. Doubt you're used to the new body. Think about how you fought. Doesn't mean you're instant. Yeah, so essentially, the attack button is the same as it was. It's just that now you fight things instead of you use a sword. So it doesn't actually control too differently, you know, as far as that goes.
Yeah, I sort of assumed that it would control similarly. It would just be, I guess, different physics to the way things move.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Like, can you turn on a dime, or is there more of, like, a delay to your turn?
How do you mean? Like...
Well, a lot of times when you control four-legged animals, turning isn't as instantaneous as it is with a two-legged human character. Some games do that, some games don't.
Turning seems to be pretty quick.
Weird to me you had to test it out, you didn't just immediately...
I didn't just immediately know for sure.
Yeah.
Because I'm used to how this game does things, so I wasn't fully aware of if there was an issue, if it existed in this game.
Oh, it's not an issue, it's more of like a way of differentiating four-legged characters from two-legged characters. It's not really good or bad if a game does it, it's just...
Something
some
that's...
games do it and some games don't.
You mean like how Sora controls differently in the Pride Lands as he does normally?
Yeah, like, there's a little bit of it there where, Sora, when you're not running, he controls virtually identically with the analog stick. But when you are running, he has that long turn.
Yeah, he kind of drifts a bit.
And, like, there's also, like, Spyro, Spyro, as I recall, couldn't really turn on a dime. He had a turned radius in that game. Another four-legged character doing something like that.
Let's see. Oh.
I think he could only turn on a dime if you were standing still. The rest of the time he had a turn radius.
Okay, so now Minno's like, okay, figure out what to do next by yourself. I'm not gonna help.
Hey, bitch, I won't help you do whatever it is you wanted to do.
Alright, I mean, she still got me out of the cell, so we got that going for us. So what you need to do is drain the water so that you can actually crawl through a little hole that was flooded with water just a second ago. Because she can just phase through bars, but I gotta kind of scoot through here. Oh, hello, camera. Aha! So yeah, if you use the sense mode, you can find specific spots where diggable objects are. Sometimes it's money, sometimes it's heart, sometimes it's something more important.
Choose our game.
Dude, don't be rude.
You die. You must die.
Where in the world could we be that there are soldiers? How the people that are supposed to be down here actually got down here, I have no idea, because this place is not in good condition.
Are the landmarks all exactly the same as they would have been without whatever the Twilight
Yeah,
is?
do you see like the black wispy thing? That's essentially the only thing that's different. It basically turns the world into Twilight Town with the little black wisps everywhere. So physically the world's the same.
Ah, so when's the struggle match?
We'll get to that.
Well, this can't be Twilight Town if there's not struggle match, complete with collectible balls.
You would be surprised how accurate what you are saying is going to end up being.
Oh god, really? I have heard that, like, there's a weird cross-section between Zelda fans and Kingdom Hearts fans, and there's some weird similarities between the games as well.
Oh yeah,
I've not played enough Zelda to know what they are, but I've heard that.
I'm not surprised by this information one bit, actually.
Well, you've actually played all of the Kingdom Hearts games, and I'm assuming all the Zelda games.
A very big portion of Zelda games. I haven't played too many of the older ones, but I've played just about every 3D one except for Skyward Sword. Oh yeah, so this is what the bats look like in the Twilight. This is what I was talking about by natural creatures being corrupted.
They like get a little more, look sort of like they were extended by shadows.
Extended by shadows, their faces are all messed up.
The bats look cooler in here. Do the goblin things look cooler too?
Oh, thank you for the close-up on Link's ass. We appreciate that. Thank you, game. It's one of those things. Camera angles are sometimes wonky.
You got a dump truck. Oh god, a dragon. I really hope this isn't Dark Souls.
Welcome to Hyrule Castle.
Hey, what are you talking about? We got here just fine. We're in Hyrule.
Yeah, but we don't have
That's
the
all.
thing.
That's all they told us to do. Get to Hyrule. They didn't say anything else. Mission accomplished.
We were supposed to bring the gift. We forgot that.
Oh.
Look, there's someone I want you
Wasn't
to
that
introduce you
important,
to.
was it?
I'll need you to go to that tower. Okay, so now we do be adventuring across the ramparts. Yes, thank you, Midna. You're tired. Jesus frick. Spirit thing is pretty new. They can see the monsters, but they can't see me. Essentially. Monstrous birds. That's the dragon thing you're talking about. That wasn't the person I wanted you to meet. Obviously, that's just a mook. Yeah, Midna tries not to help much. I think she's just lazy. Get honked, idiot. Yeah, so that honking noise is these guys. I don't know why they make that noise, but boy do they.
Oh, it looks like their faces are turning into like a bugle or something when they get near you. To be honest, they look kind of cooler further away. Also, I thought they were way bigger than they are.
Oh, there are bigger enemies. A little.
No, I thought they were.
Oh.
I thought they were about 3 times the size that they actually were. It was a weird perspective thing.
Oh, I see. I see what you mean now. Okay. Stop honking at me!
The honking. Honk.
So rude. Very inconsiderate little things, aren't they? Wop.
Still haven't played the honking because it's never gone on sale for a price I was willing to pay. I'm talking about Untitled Goose Game,
Yeah,
by the way.
I kind of figured. That's the game that came to mind when you said the honking.
That's what Jack called it. Jacksepticeye.
Let's see. More hearts. Oh, yes, hello. Okay, we can check this box off immediately. The just immediate cease of the growling. As soon as he realized it was a chick.
Zelda knows Midna.
Paper on the field?
Yep. What an honor for me. Yep, hello, I am Link.
Will you let you
Not exactly what I had in mind. Yeah, I was in your dungeon, actually.
You definitely can't get the wings. Thinking it has
Don't you think you should explain what you've managed to do? Oh, title drop.
Oh, I thought Midna was the Twilight Princess.
That wasn't a compliment. Midna's kind of insulting Zelda here. This was
I
once the
figured.
where the power of
She
the
called
gods was
her
sent to
the
slumber.
Twilight Princess, so I'm assuming she blames Zelda for causing whatever's happening.
Technically speaking, it is Zelda's fault. This was once the kingdom of Hyrule, but that blessed kingdom has been transformed by the king that rules the Twilight. Been turned into a world of shadows, ruled by creatures who shun light.
Let me guess. Ganon.
No, actually.
Alright. Are we sure we're playing a Zelda game? It's always Ganon.
Here's a flashback to what Zelda did. Yeah, this is the king of Twilight.
Ah, Pyramid Head. I thought you were from a different game.
His name's Zant. Time for you to choose. Surrender or die. A question for all the land and people of Hyrule. Life or death? Yeah, so technically speaking, the Twilight taking over Hyrule is her fault because she surrendered, but I don't know if that's necessarily 100% her fault since he's the one that took over to begin with.
See, I thought it was gonna be something like she used some desperation move or something. That would feel her fault. She was gonna lose anyway. I feel like this would have happened anyway. But then they just wouldn't have a Zelda here to come up with a plan to fix it.
Twilight covered Hyrule like a shroud, and without light, the people became spirits. Twilight, they live on, unaware they have passed into spirit forms. All the people know now is fear of a nameless evil. Because they don't know about Zant or anything that's going on. They just know the giant monsters that are attacking. Link going at attention. Also, I think this is the one game Zelda's a brunette, and that's really funny to me for no reason. Don't have to look so
Why
sad.
is that funny?
Because she's almost always blonde. I actually find it quite livable. I mean, is Perpetual Twilight really that bad? As far as Twilight Town goes, no, but this is a bit different. No time for levity. Shadow Beasts have been searching far and wide for her. Yeah.
Have a dentist.
Midna, you're being evasive. Time has run short. The guard will soon make his round. Oh, yep. We should probably leave before then, actually. Ow. Rude. Yeah, so even as a wolf, he's pretty expressive, and I think that
Wolf
says a
Link's
lot.
more expressive. Oh,
What up?
goodbye Pixelation Discord.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I'm currently looking at a GBA game.
Best pumpkin.
Not that way, the guard's coming.
Okay, I went back to normal, thank God.
Oh, yeah, the window will work. Of course, now we need to come up with a plan. Especially since I'm a wolf.
One thing you did. Thank you. Good dentist. That dog is pretty bright.
Really sure you should go back?
Gonna be yet? I'm great. Anything.
I forgot she can do that. She doesn't do that too often. But she can shapeshift.
Okay.
Three, one, maybe.
Oh, we got pixelated.
Alright, so you were a wolf in the spirit area. Why are you a wolf here?
What you want?
May have left the darkened realm, you have it transformed back to your former self, and you won't anytime soon. Why could that be? Essentially, physically I am here, but spiritually I've still been corrupted by the Twilight, so I need to be purified.
Okay.
So, I do be a wolf boy still. Also, check out my shadow. She's still there, we just can't see her in the realm of light.
Hmm.
Of course,
Okay.
I don't necessarily think Link's supposed to be aware, but he's kind of still glaring at her.
I mean, if you can still see her, then you can probably still feel her.
Who right there?
No, I saw your shadow.
What was that?
Another thing I forgot to tell you, don't think you can just run off and save your friends. The land's covered in twilight. Last time a shadow beast pulled at me through. But in order to get through, it's essentially a wall. You need someone from Twilight to let you in. I was dragged in last time. So, I'm gonna need Midna's cooperation if I want to get through this time. And she wants a sword and shield. Okay, fortunately, there happened to be a sword and shield back at town. Unfortunately...
You're a doggo.
Yeah. And it's not like I'm just a pupper. I am... straight up a wolf. Okay. Oh, I forgot. He kind of slaps with his tail as part of the combo. It's kind of weird. Like, I don't think that would necessarily
I'm surprised
hurt.
there's combos. I sort of thought the singular lunges would be all you had.
Yeah, it depends on how you move the stick and stuff, and there's not usually much. Oh, yeah. When we're a wolf, we can talk to animals. They kidnap the village children. But I'm not one of them. I smell like the village. When in trouble, talk to the animals. So, according to this, just all animals have a unified language in this game that Hylians just can't speak.
Okay.
Don't necessarily know why, but we just go with it. The children. Yep. Okay, so. Need a sword.
Just be the goodest of boys, and then you'll have them giving you everything you want, right?
Well, the thing is, all of the children, including, they think, Link, got kidnapped. So, they're on the lookout for any suspicious activity. And that includes a rather odd-acting wolf. You know? I checked. Okay. Am I close enough now? Shield's still in the house. Should be in the loft. Okay, so the sword is in Russell's house, which is up the hill over there, and the shield's in this house.
One game time. Get in.
What, are you gonna wield the sword like you're the dog in Dark Souls?
Technically, Midna wants the sword and shield. Like, once I'm back as a human...
Midna doesn't strike me as the type to use the tools she has.
No.
Strikes me as the type to have other people use them for her.
You're getting her already. Oh, shit. Yeah, so the bird just likes the song. The bird is not my friend, specifically. Shit, shit, shit! Hello? Person called the Hawk is your master's husband. Sneak up from behind and scare him. Scaring him does sound like a fun solution.
From Howard.
Look at him posing like he's important. He is kind of trying to look tough. So, let's harass him and traumatize him. Sup? Yeah, so he jumped into the river. As one does. Alright. So, the shield is in here. There it is.
Please again.
God damn it. Midna! Actually helping would be great. There we go. Alright. Yeah, so if you roll or slam into a wall, sometimes the game actually has objects that will interact with it.
This feels
not-
like a better you have a thing animation than this human one.
The little tail wags get me in his wolf form.
Mommy.
Like, he's very pleased with finding an item. Children couldn't have returned. Go out and search the village. Place the sword that was to be the gift on the couch. Okay, so... Thank you, game.
Oh wow, it's actually stored on the wolf. They didn't just pocket dimension it.
Sure didn't. Let's see. So, I need to get past him. Because, of course, I don't want to hurt him and his wife, but he doesn't know that because their kid was literally just kidnapped, you know? So, they're on the hunt for everything. Okay, there we go. Sneak around to the side. Ton Rascals used to play around here a lot. Oh, I see. Yeah. Wow, they actually did bury some stuff over here. But we should grab the sword first. Let's see.
I thought that chicken had a beret. I thought it had like a beret, goggles, and a tie.
Animals aren't usually dressed up in this game.
Yeah, it's like the way it's the chicken's frills or whatever look.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Okay, and it's a good thing they didn't finish patching this floor, huh? Got the sword.
Right, now you can be the Dark Souls wolf.
One time.
Alright, so now I have a sword. Looks like I can be useful when I come. Excuse you. A little appreciation would be nice, Midna. That's not her shtick, if you can't tell. Okay. And there we go. I managed to get in and out and only traumatized like 3 people in the village. Of the like 4 people in the village.
From what we've played so far, I definitely am more intrigued with what's going on here than I ever was with Ocarina of Time or Breath of the Wild.
Oh, are you ready for struggle? Because that's about to happen. Wait. Come to the spring. What can I do you for, weird, mysterious voice? Transformed by the power of shadow? Yes, hello. Can I help you? Oh, shit, we've been jebaited. A shadow being, it approaches.
Oh, I thought it was talking about Midna for a moment. It's like it trusted you, but not Midna.
I mean, that's a fair assumption to make.
There's some fish in the pond that's talking to you. Is that what's going on?
Nope. Oh yeah, so large enemies, if you lash onto them with a jump attack, you actually start, like, tearing at their throat and stuff.
Yeah, that looked kind of cool. Oh, those look a lot like the shrines in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild took a decent amount of inspiration from Twilight Princess, I think.
Weird deer lion thing?
Ordania. Oh, brave youth.
Oh wait, no, it's supposed to be like a goat. That's what it's supposed to be.
I am one of 4 light spirits that protect Hyrule at the behest of the gods. I'm Ordona.
Oh, so you're the first of 4 MacGuffins. Got it.
The black beast you slayed was a shadow being come to seize the power of light. My brethren in Hyrule have already had their light stolen by these fellow beasts. So that's essentially how they created the Veil of Twilight, by taking the light from the spirits. An entire kingdom has been reduced to a netherworld ruled by the cursed power of darkness. I suppose the equivalent would be, imagine if to make a world fall to darkness, you had to take the light of a Princess of Heart or something.
There's some sort of time skip involved, because they're sort of making it sound like it's been this way for longer than it should have.
I'd say it started at the central part of Hyrule where the castle is, but Ordon is at the outskirts, so it only just recently started happening here.
Hmm.
The 3 lights.
So it took a while to get here?
Yeah, we're essentially the boonies. So if something happens in a big city, it takes a while to reach the boonies.
Yeah, but usually the apocalypse doesn't take that long to travel.
No, it does not.
Oh, Danny's here.
Hello, Danny.
Those transformed by Twilight cannot recover their original forms. Unless, if you return to Farron Woods, where you first transformed, if you were to revive the Light Spirit, by the power of light, you may find the means to regain your true form.
So you have to find 2 or 4 MacGuffins before you get to be a person again?
Essentially.
Yeah, essentially we gotta help out another spirit in order to get our body back. Let's see, if I actually have any HP damage, I don't think I do, but... Yeah, look, just standing in one of these springs actually heals you. So they do need magic springs.
So it's a hot spring from straight out of Kid Icarus Uprising.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man, you really need to play that game. It's so good. I immediately hear Pit raving about, oh my god, a hot spring!
I will. I will as soon as I can.
You sound really tired, Danny.
It's a very long day.
They're not covered in Twilight.
I feel that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so sorry I was a little late.
So essentially, the walls stop you from leaving unless you're finished with what's inside.
Danny, you could be like Josh. He can't come at all because he broke his headphones.
Gravity broke his headphones. Let's be real, Josh.
I was gonna ask if it was Gravity or his kid.
I feel like the answer might be yes.
Yes.
I mean, it could be worse. He could have named his kid Gravity.
A kid named Gravity.
Midna, you... That's not how you use our shield, you idiot!
Are you sure about that?
Gonna take my head off!
Your face
Stop it!
fine. I gotta say, for them, she can really wield a sword pretty easily.
And now she pocket dimensions them. In exchange for my help, gather some things for me. I'm sure that won't bite us in the ass.
Oh, definitely not. I mean, it's a
you need
mutually
to find
exclusive.
3 fish, 3 coconuts,
I can't tell you all
seagull
the
egg,
details,
a log.
but it'll be easy, trust me. But enough about that. Do you hear that noise? I sure do. The lamentation of the spirit. In the spring. Don't pick at your nails. You don't even have nails, you little... Oh my god, she was actually humming along with some of the music.
Not just any music. That's her. She was humming parts of her theme.
That's impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Is that new to HD, or did she always do that?
Nah, she always did that.
Oh, crap. We've been
Oh, yay.
bamboozled.
Doggo combat. So, Andrew, have you played this game before, or at
Nope.
least heard of it?
I've
Gotcha.
heard very limited things. I've only played 3 Zelda games, and I've only beat one of them, and I only liked one of them.
I get you. Which one was that again?
I played, beat, and liked Breath of the Wild. I also
That's
tried
right, that's right.
Ocarina of Time and Zelda 1. I didn't like
Oh,
those.
Minda!
Yeet.
I liked what Zelda 1 was going for, but I didn't like the execution.
I think that's reasonable.
Funny. That's understandable. Which is pretty amusing considering that Breath of the Wild is kind of like
Well, that's
remake
part of
the
why I
first
like
one.
it, because Breath of the Wild feels like Zelda 1 done right.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like, it's weirdly similar to how, like, Final Fantasy 15, apart from the combat, is structured exactly like a classic Final Fantasy.
Right.
Okay, so you can't just beat them all at once without her help.
No, you can't. Because
Okay,
you gotta.
so the gimmick
you
is
gotta-
if there's more than one and there's one final one remaining, it will wake the others up. So it's really hard to beat them all at once.
Once again, maybe.
Just hold down the attack button. Yep. So Minna just gave us a new trick. Basically homing attack.
Okay.
Thanks, Minna.
So, I'm assuming you're just explaining the mechanics to him, how
Yeah,
that works.
essentially.
Okay. I wasn't
Cameron's
sure what
giving
to
his
say.
turn being the one who knows what's going
Yeah,
on.
I am the
I
lore
am the one
master
who's
here
lost.
this time. For the first time in a year, I actually know what I'm doing.
Well, this should be fun to see
Please
then.
be careful, these woods have changed. The dark clouds of dusk cover this land. This drape of shadows is called Twilight. Those who live in the light become as mere spirits. It is a place where dark and evil creatures dwell. Spirit of light, blue-eyed beast. Look for my light. Retrieve the light stolen and keep it in this vessel.
Oh man, and we still haven't done like Tales of Arise either. That was one of the ones you were planning on doing too.
That's correct. Fill it with tears of light. Be able to cut through the twilight. Okay.
Did you ever figure out what was wrong with your PC version?
I think my driver just needed an update. I'll have to double check. Find
I
the
will say,
insects.
like, that was a really good game.
Insects.
It's probably really hard to pick, but I think it's at least second favorite Tales game.
Okay,
Well,
It's
Sorry,
so...
really
I
hard to
just-
say anything could beat Symphonia.
My point is, I did recently bought that for my PlayStation. So I'll definitely touch that as soon as I can.
Alright, so...
I will say, I've heard there's some issues with the PS4 version, so I hope you
Oh,
I hope
really?
it goes well for you. Yeah, I heard it was optimized for PS5, so the PS4 got dipped a
Damn.
little bit.
I did not know that.
Hey! Oh,
Shoot.
you jerk.
Okay. So,
Specifically, like, I know there
Yeah.
were some frame rate issues in some of the bigger areas.
well,
like,
as
it
long
would
as it's not like game
Chug
breaking,
a little
I-
bit. Oh, I
There's
don't
no
think anything
game
game breaking. Just you might notice
Okay.
a little bit of lag that wouldn't have been in the PS5 version.
Oh, okay.
It was my
I
first
mean-
PS5 game though, so like I was pretty excited to have one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I suppose I technically before Tales of Arise came out had Integrate, I think,
Get away.
but
Yeah.
Integrate was just a free upgrade to regular remake for me.
Yeah. I don't know. If I knew about that, I probably would have
No
gone with the
idea what's
PC
going
version instead.
Alright.
But oh well. I'll see how it goes.
If your PC is beefier than a PS4, then it probably would have been fine.
Oh.
If your PC is not as good, then you might have similar problems.
Well, remember, I could run Final Fantasy 7 at high settings with 60
Oh,
frames.
well, there you go.
So,
Alright. So,
I mean, I think you'll have a good time still.
no,
You're
yeah.
just,
I mean,
you're
like I
just
said,
gonna have a
it's
few
not-
frame dips here and there.
like I said, as long as nothing like hinders the game or anything, like
Oh, no, I never heard
functionality
anything
wise.
like broken. It was more like, isn't
Like, I
the
can
best
forgive.
version available issues.
Makes
Right,
sense.
but I can forgive that if it's not, if it's not.
I mean, to be
optimized
fair,
well.
like I would be upset if the PS4 version was just as good as the PS5 version. Then, like, what's the point of having the PS5 version?
Yeah,
All
I
right.
know.
So,
I guess we'll see what
I
happens.
kind of made this joke earlier because we were making jokes about Kingdom Hearts, but of course in the
Okay.
land of endless Twilight, we have to collect colored orbs.
Yes,
We are essentially playing Struggle right now. Just
but the struggle
with
is your
bugs.
life.
Yes.
Link, don't let her deceive you. Link, 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 Link. I don't know his friend's name, so I can't yell them out.
Yeah, whatever, kid. Some other name.
Okay.
Armin, girl, fat baby.
Colin,
Mallow.
Ilya,
Mallow.
Malo, and Tala.
Hello. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so
That was a little shit though.
this ain't gonna work. That do be poison gas.
Yep, not just that's not water. That's literally gas. It's a lot of gas.
Yeah, the woods itself had Taco Tuesday.
Oh boy.
Hate it when that happens.
Come down here and face me like a bug. Boy did it. Okay.
So next stream should be Friday as well, right?
That's
For
correct.
Danny to know.
Yeah,
Would have
unfortunately.
been
I
Wednesday,
closed
but we
that
had a
day.
change of plans.
No, you're good. I heard you guys are gonna watch the new Sonic movie.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully you guys have a good time there.
I mean, even if the movie was terrible, it'll at least be fun to make fun of it. But I doubt that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it'll be bad. Because, like, honestly, if it's half as good as the trailers have been making it look, we're in for a good time.
And the biggest
Yeah.
criticism people can have of it is it has less focus on human characters, and like that's a good thing. Hello.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't.
most
I,
of the
feel-
human characters.
I
are
was
good.
sold the instant they revealed Knuckles with that. Do I look like I need your power?
Okay, yeah.
Like, that was
That
Yeah.
was
that
pretty
was
cool.
excellent.
I can't believe Idris Elba rejected me at the time to be Bond, to be Knuckles. What a time to be alive.
Oh boy. More of these guys. Hey, come at me.
Oh, I'm not sure if you heard, but apparently Jim Carrey is considering retiring from acting altogether.
Oh yeah, Josh brought that up a while ago.
He did mention that.
You think it's gonna happen? I
Uh,
mean, he said he only continue if he feels like
Yeah.
it's needed.
The way I heard
Well-
it is he kind of believes he's going to do like a soft retirement where like he'll only do something he wants. He won't actively be on the lookout for roles. If he's offered
Here's-
one and he likes the sound of it, he'll do it.
Here's the
That's
question:
about right.
Does he like the role Eggman, or are we going
Uh,
to be looking for a new Eggman?
Well, that's interesting because he doesn't usually like doing return appearances as the same character, but here he is doing Eggman in a second movie.
I mean,
To be fair, like the second movie was
sounds like-
it has such a different feeling just from the advertisements than the first one.
That's true.
mhm.
Like this movie feels like it knows what it wants to be more than the first one did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could almost
That
call
sounds
the first one Growing Pains.
The first one was proving to the studio that there was an audience for this shit.
I mean, especially
Because
considering
they
the,
never let
the-
video game movies just be video game movies.
Mm-hmm.
They always
Yeah.
gotta Hollywood it up with the boring old... Straight up, Sonic Movie 1 has the same plot as Transformers 1, and it drives me nuts.
Oh my god, it kind of does, doesn't it?
What?
Yeah, if you look at the plot of Michael Bay Transformers and the first Sonic the Hedgehog movie, it lines up an awful lot.